The sudden sighting of a wedding ring in a Disney World photo posted by Katie Bates on February 2, 2026, has sent the internet into a tailspin, seemingly confirming that the Bringing Up Bates star is choosing to stay with Travis Clark, despite his shocking confession of infidelity just weeks prior. While the public image being projected is one of God-led restoration and family unity, the reality behind the scenes suggests a much more strategic and potentially legal battle for survival. This story began as a heartbreaking admission of betrayal, but it has transformed into a high-stakes game of asset protection and brand management. Today, we are looking at the receipts, the timelines, and the specific motives that forced this reconciliation into the public eye. We will answer why Katie specifically mentioned hiring legal counsel if she intended to stay, how the Clark family's wealth is playing a silent role in this decision, and what really happened in that nursing school classroom that led to Travis's career-ending admission. By the end of this, you will understand that this isn't just about a marriage, it's about a calculated PR playbook designed to keep an influencer empire from crumbling. We have mapped out the filings, the social media purges, and the expert opinions to give you the superior reality of the Clark scandal. To understand why this is happening now, we have to look at the cruelty of the timing, which stands as our second most shocking point. According to reports from E! News on January 18, 2026, Travis Clark took to his Instagram stories to confess to an affair just one day after Katie had posted a deeply emotional video about their recent pregnancy loss. The common belief among many followers is that Travis was simply overwhelmed by guilt and couldn't live a lie while his wife was suffering. However, the timing of this payout is what experts call a preemptive strike. Per a report from People magazine on January 20, 2026, the couple was already in the middle of a massive transition into their new dream home in Tennessee, a project that had been documented as the pinnacle of their success. When we map out the events, it becomes clear that Travis didn't just choose to speak. He was likely forced to by external pressures that were about to expose him in a much more damaging way. If a third party had leaked this during their grieving period, the brand damage would have been irreversible. By confessing himself, he attempted to frame the narrative as one of brokenness rather than deceit. But the question remains, who was about to leak it? This brings us to the most shocking point of the entire drama, which we have timed to hit right now: the nursing school receipts and the specific nature of the betrayal. Travis had recently enrolled in nursing school, a move that was framed as a stable career path away from the unpredictable world of social media. However, insiders and dedicated fans began connecting the dots long before the confession. According to deep dive investigations by fans on the Bringing Up Bates subreddit throughout late January 2026, Katie abruptly unfollowed 4 specific female students from Travis's nursing program just 48 hours before the admission. These weren't just random classmates. They were individuals who had frequently appeared in the background of Travis's day-in-the-life content. Per reports from international news on February 1, 2026, one of these women allegedly deleted her own social media accounts within hours of Travis's post. This receipt suggests that the affair wasn't a distant, anonymous mistake, but something that was happening within Travis's new professional circle, people Katie likely knew or had met during school events. The betrayal was local, intimate, and occurring while Katie was focused on her children and a difficult pregnancy. This wasn't a momentary lapse. It was a repeated breach of trust in the very environment Travis claimed was his new start. The payout for this section is the realization that the wholesome image was a mask for a very different reality. The nursing school dream is now essentially dead. According to a report from TMZ on January 22, 2026, the nursing school on January 22, 2026 has received several ethics complaints from the public following his confession. While having an affair is not a crime, the professional standards of the medical community are high, and the public pressure on the school has been immense. Per discussions on professional nursing forums in late January 2026, many argue that Travis's public admission of repeatedly breaking trust makes him a liability in a field that requires absolute integrity. If Travis is forced to drop out of school, his only source of income would be the very social media platform he just set on fire. This puts him in a position of complete dependence on Katie, Katie, which is exactly why the reconciliation looks so suspicious to outside observers. He isn't just seeking forgiveness, he is seeking a livelihood. Moving into our third major point, we have to look at the financial and logistical trap that is their Tennessee dream house. In January 2025, exactly a year before the scandal broke, the Bates family blog reported that Katie and Travis had officially purchased their dream house with the help of Katie's brother, Zach Bates, acting as their real estate agent. This home was supposed to be their fresh start away from New Jersey. However, according to real estate experts and local Tennessee records from early 2026, the financial burden of such a home for two people whose primary income is social media and a nursing student stipend is immense. Per reports on the Bates family blog on January 28, 2026, there is intense speculation that Travis's parents, who come from a wealthy New Jersey family, may have a significant financial stake in the property. This creates a golden handcuff situation. If Katie leaves, she risks losing the home and the lifestyle she has spent years building. If Travis leaves, his family may withdraw the financial support that allows him to pursue nursing and music without a traditional job. The house is not just a home, it is a legal and financial anchor keeping them tethered together. The payout here answers the question of why Katie is publicly saying she wants to preserve the marriage. In her statement on January 19, 2026, Katie told her followers that while her trust was broken, her heart's desire was to seek God's power to restore the relationship. While many see this as a sign of her faith, others see it as a survival tactic. According to legal analysts covering the story on January 20, 2026, Katie specifically mentioned that she is being supported by legal counsel. This is a massive receipt because it proves that despite the talk of forgiveness, she is taking steps to protect her assets and her children. You don't hire a lawyer for a God-led restoration unless you're preparing for a potential exit or a very strict post-nuptial. A post-nup in this situation would likely ensure that if Travis fails again, Katie walks away with the house, the primary custody of Haley and Harvey, and a significant portion of his family's wealth. Our fourth point involves the Clark family's hidden role in this crisis management. The Clarks are a powerhouse in the New Jersey Baptist community, and a public divorce would be a catastrophic blow to their reputation and their ministry. Per discussions from industry insiders on January 25, 2026, Travis's confession was likely vetted, if not entirely orchestrated, by his father's team to mitigate the damage. By having Travis take full responsibility and get help, they are positioning him for a redemption arc. This is a classic PR move used in high-stakes religious circles. If Travis is a broken man seeking grace, it is much harder for the Bates family or the public to attack him without looking unforgiving. According to reports from Parade on February 2, 2026, the Clark family is allegedly covering all of Travis and Katie's therapy and legal costs on the condition that they remain together for at least 1 full year. This 1-year rule is common in these circles to avoid the immediate shock of a split and to see if the public's memory fades. The fifth point focuses on the specific receipt of the Disney photos themselves. If you look closely at the images Katie posted on February 2, 2026, Travis's face is never shown. We only see a hand, a shoulder, or a silhouette. According to PR strategists interviewed by E! News on February 3, 2023, this is a technique called the softback. It allows the influencer to test the waters of their audience. If the comments are filled with outrage, they can claim it was just a co-parenting trip. If the audience is supportive, they slowly introduce the face back into the frame. This is not the behavior of a couple who is truly healed. It is the behavior of a brand that is terrified of its customers. The payout is the realization that the fairy tale ending at Disney is actually a highly orchestrated marketing test to see if Travis is marketable again. Finally, we must address the Bates family's internal war, which is our sixth point. Aside from Lawson's pointed compliment versus insult post on January 18, 2026, where he praised Katie's strength but ignored Travis entirely, the rest of the clan has been uncharacteristically quiet. According to an analysis by the Daily Mail on January 25, 2026, this quiet tension is a sign of a family divided. While Lawson is clearly Team Katie, others like Carlin and Evan Stewart have been seen liking Travis's accountability post. This suggests a rift within the family about how to handle the scandal. Per reports from the Bates family blog on January 28, 2026, there is a crisis management meeting happening behind the scenes. The Bates family brand relies on being the wholesome alternative to other reality families. A public, messy divorce would be catastrophic for their remaining sponsorship deals. The payout here is that the reconciliation we see at Disney is a direct order from the family patriarchs to stabilize the brand before the spring season of content begins. In summary, the Travis Clark and Katie Bates drama is a story of a preemptive confession intended to hide the deeper, uglier details of a betrayal that likely involved his nursing school peers and occurred under the roof of their own home. We've seen the receipts from E! News and People magazine that confirm the timeline, the legal counsel mentions that suggest a hidden battle for assets, and the PR strategies being used by the Clark family to keep Travis from being completely deplatformed. The insider takeaway is clear. The confession wasn't for Katie's benefit, it was for Travis's survival. Katie is currently playing a very careful game, using her legal counsel to secure her future while maintaining the faith-based exterior that her career requires. The wedding ring in the Disney photo isn't a symbol of a healed marriage. It's a symbol of a contract that has been signed to keep the peace, at least for now. The reality is that while the public sees a family trying to move forward, the legal filings and the social media purges tell a story of a woman who is building a wall around her life and her children. Travis is on the outside looking in, desperate to maintain the lifestyle he nearly threw away. Whether this marriage survives the one-year rule remains to be seen, but the image of the perfect couple is gone forever, replaced by a much more cynical reality of brand preservation and financial necessity. Katie Bates has shown that she is not just a victim in this story, but a survivor who knows exactly how to use her platform to protect what is hers. If you want to know which other Bates sister is reportedly fuming over this reconciliation and why a major sponsor just pulled out of the family's upcoming spring project, you have to check out our Fresh Celebrity Tea playlist. The details on Carlene's recent private comments about the situation change everything and explain why certain family members are missing from the latest group photos. Click over now to see the full breakdown of the Bates family's internal war and what it means for the future of their empire.